Craving sophistication? Introducing the newest lifestyle app on Roku. Dive into reviews, behind-the-scenes craftsmanship, and the secrets of aficionados. This isn't just an app, it's an experience. Download the app now on the Roku store.
Cigars are more than tobacco. They're tradition, craft, and community. Every person in this industry has a story, and every story deserves to be told. This is Uncut, the full, unfiltered conversations with the people behind the cigars you know and love. From brand owners and blenders to reps and lounge owners, we sit down to hear their journey in their own words. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on socials at @TheCigarTV. And remember, cigar culture never stops. For news, updates, full episodes, and how to watch, visit cigartv.com. Stay smoky. Yes, we appreciate you showing us around. I mean, this place has so much character and history as well. I'm excited to learn a little bit about you now before we get back into the cigar industry.
Sure.
Give me a backstory, man. Where you from? What you used to do?
Grew up in Connecticut. Always lived in Connecticut. Always managed businesses. I got into the cigar business. It was a hobby. I was hanging out in a local cigar store. It was right at the height of the boom back in the 90s. And I was a customer in there, and they would get so busy, I would just get up and help people just to help them out a bit. And the owner said to me, you know, hey, you got to come work for me. And I kept putting them off. I was doing other things. And then finally I decided, okay, I would take my hobby and you know, have it become an occupation. And 33 years later, I'm still at it.
Absolutely, man. So you've seen the progression of the cigar industry
Absolutely.
From pre to now.
Yeah.
Obviously, 90s, late 90s, cigar aficionado, boom.
Yeah.
We had a recent event, COVID, a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. In Florida, I know we were a little more rowdy. Very unfortunate event. But talk to me about what it was like here for you guys.
Well, we were able to stay open here as a cigar retail shop. We were able to sell bottles to go at that time, and drinks to go. So we were able to stay open. It was just me. My wife, Eigen, was managing another business around the corner, a restaurant. They were closed because of COVID. And she was in here hanging out with me. It was just me here and hanging out with me for support. But she did a great job. And then once we reopened after COVID, she came on as our barista manager.
Absolutely.
And she's done a great job ever since.
Absolutely. So I know that there's not many shops, cigar places. I mean, I don't want to say in Connecticut in general, but it's very spaced out, right?
Correct.
You guys are the only one in this area.
Correct.
Talk to me about what cigar culture is like here in New Haven.
Yeah, well, we're a destination spot. We're a landmark. People love, coming in here, and with the old speakeasy, kind of charm to the place. Being able to have a whiskey, a spirit, or a cocktail, and to be able to smoke their cigars or cigarettes or their pipe, whatever it may be, in here. I would say about 25-30% of our clientele is women, which is great for a cigar location. And a lot of people come in that don't smoke at all, that just like to experience it and have the aroma because it reminds them of somebody in their family, their past grandfather or father or uncle or what have you.
Absolutely. Do you have an early cigar memory? Do you remember your first cigar? What was the first time?
Yeah, my first cigar was a Hava Tampa, with a wood tip. My father gave me when I was 15, 16-year-old when we'd go up to Maine hunting. That kind of put the bug in me. It was just something we did when we were away at hunting camp. And then when I was 18, I took a trip to the Cayman Islands.
My man.
It was my first out-of-country vacation, and I experienced Cuban cigars. And I got the bug for Cuban cigars. When I came back here, I sought out my closest cigar store and went in to buy Cuban cigars, and that's when I found out there was an embargo and we couldn't have them here. So I regretted smoking through the boxes of Cubans I brought back from the Caymans. But that really got me to try cigars from other countries, and really, and when I get into something, I dive into it head first, both feet. You know, I really get into something, I research it, and that's what got me into this business.
Absolutely. So those early Cuban cigars, right? To here we are now today, and there's Nicaraguan cigars, Dominican, Honduras, I mean Costa Rican, Puerto Rican,
Everything in between.
Everything in between.
Yeah.
With what you're seeing in your education and knowledge in the industry, where do you think the best tobacco is coming out of, and is there any place maybe you think that's on the come up?
Well, it seems where back when I started, the Dominican Republic was the center stage for tobacco that wasn't coming out of Cuba. But now it seems to have shifted to Nicaraguan cigars. You know, 33 years ago, Nicaraguan tobacco and Nicaraguan cigars was, you know, brands like Mi Cubano and whatnot were strong, but tended to be quite harsh, and they weren't looked upon as fine cigars. Now, Nicaragua seems to be the center stage, you know, followed by the DR and Honduras. And I like how cigar manufacturers have, you know, played with tobaccos from different regions in South America, you know, and from Kentucky and from Italy. You know, Italian cigars right now, the Toscanos,
I love
great cigars. The resurgence of those in this country, the popularity. They're a far cry from your Avantis and Perotis of the past. The Toscanos are great cigars, and when I travel abroad with my wife, it seems the most prevalent cigars I find in Europe, other than Cubans, are Toscanos.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny. The morning before we flew out, I chopped one Toscanos right in half, smoked it, got
Gives
it.
you that old Clint Eastwood, good, bad, and the ugly feel.
Absolutely, man. So you guys have a relationship with Nick from Foundation.
Correct.
He's made this Al exclusive right here.
Yeah.
He just celebrated 10 years. With your experience in past in the industry, what does it take for a cigar industry, or a cigar brand, excuse me, to make it in this industry?
Consistency. To start off with, you know, consistency a must. Well-blended cigar, and then pricing. You know, it's tough to come out and be a $20 cigar right out of the gate when if people are going to spend that, you know, they tend to like to focus on the brands that they already know. They're not as willing to take a risk on something unless there's some kind of a history or legs behind it.
Absolutely, man. Okay. Just like we're doing now, smoking, cigars, good conversation. I think two ideas pop into every cigar smoker's head. One, I want to start my own brand, or two, I want to open a lounge. Mm-hmm. What advice would you give to those people? What would you say to them?
Well, as far as the lounge goes, give people options like we have here. You know, different types of seating area. You know, be welcoming, good ventilation, and you know, be inviting, be welcoming to everybody. You know, here it seems it doesn't get. It's not cliquey. You know, we're constantly. You know, we have groups of men and women that'll come in that are, you know, are friends that have been friends outside of here or became friends here, but they might sit in a section here in the lounge. We get very busy in here. Seating can get limited. We're always introducing new people to those people. You know, hey, you know, feel free to, you know, everyone's welcome to share space in here.
Absolutely.
So if we have a lounge section that's got 6 seats and 4 of them are occupied and there's a couple come in, we'll tell them, no, join those guys right there. There's 2 open seats, join them. You know, and it's never been bad chemistry.
Yeah.
It's always worked out for the positive, and a lot of friends and connections have been made.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about, man. Absolutely. Team, you mentioned your wife earlier. She was here with you during COVID.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what type of team it takes to run a lounge.
Well, everyone needs to work together, for the, for the purpose of the business. Being open to learning, keeping your finger on the pulse of the industry, new products that come in, become knowledgeable on those products, so that you can answer the questions when a customer comes in that has those questions. You can provide the answers for them, that they don't have to look elsewhere for the answers. Like I'm saying, product knowledge, and again, being social and putting yourself out there.
Absolutely. Awesome, man. Cigars can be seen as a celebratory moment. Mm-hmm. Is there a moment in your life that you celebrated it with a cigar that kind of just sticks out above the rest?
Well, when my firstborn, my daughter Emily, was born, I still have a few of those cigars. I handed out Cuban Fonseca #1s. I remember sitting in the hospital, banding them up with "It's a Girl" labels. I remember at the time, the hospital. I had my father and the grandfathers showing up and uncles, and the hospital actually opened the window to the room and let us go out onto the roof and smoke cigars. The times have changed. But that is a defining moment for me, was when she was born, smoking that particular cigar.
That's an awesome story.
And then the same thing, I have twins to follow, boy-girl twins, and the cigars I smoked on that occasion again, those were Fuentes. Remember just being so happy, lighting up a good cigar with family and celebrating the moment.
Absolutely, man. Those are some good stories. The Rooster, that's a badass story.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So 1934.
Yep.
33 years, 11 years here.
Yeah.
What's the future look like for yourself in the Owl Shop?
Well, the Owl Shop, has such a long history. The Owl Shop will continue to prosper. And like I said, some other lounges have opened up in Connecticut that have a bar program owned by great guys. And we definitely are supportive of them. Cigar-wise, I hope that some of the pricing kind of levels off. It seems, 33 years ago when I got into business, a $10 cigar was, wow, how can that cigar be $10? I wish I could afford a $10 cigar. Now, if it's $10, most people question whether it's good or not. But it seems every year there used to be, cigar companies used to increase prices maybe once a year. It was a dime, it was a nickel, sometimes every couple years. But now it seems that a lot of companies are having multiple price increases within a calendar year. And I hope that kind of stabilizes, just so that people, a majority of people can still afford to enjoy a good cigar.
Absolutely.
I don't want the prices of the industry to get to a point where it becomes more exclusive to people, that are more wealthy. And now we're worrying about tariffs and whatnot. I just hope that it levels off, it kind of stabilizes. And I hope the cigar makers continue, as they're doing, to be able to experiment with new tobaccos and new blends and, and expand the footprint of tobacco,
Absolutely. Awesome, man. Last question for you.
Sure.
I end every interview with the same question. What does a cigar mean to you?
Cigar is, like you mentioned before, a celebration. Cigars, whatever you have going on in life and what might be in your mind, part of it is transported into that cigar. It kind of takes your mind off of things that you don't want to constantly think about, and it gives you time to contemplate and just reflect and celebrate that moment.
Absolutely, man. Well, we greatly appreciate you opening your doors to us.
Of course, anytime, you're always welcome.
We appreciate that, man. Absolute great character, history, knowledge, education, great cigars, great ambiance, man. We appreciate you.
You got it, Sean.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure meeting you.
Absolutely.
My name is James Richards. I'm general manager of the Owl Shop Cigar Lounge in New Haven, Connecticut, and you're watching Cigar TV.
The newest lifestyle app is here. Share the passion, the rituals, and the stories that bind us. From rare blends to legendary lounges, this is where the bonds thrive. Join us and add the app now on the Roku store.
I heard a little backstory about how you two met. I want to hear your perspective.
Okay, so I used to smoke pipe. I'm still smoking pipe, and during that day, I'm talking about like 2018, right before COVID. So I managed the restaurant in the area. When I closed the restaurant, I always ended up here, smoking my pipe, smoking my cigar, and having my rye. So Jim was here, and I'm coming, going, and like we are seeing each other, and we are talking about cigars, we are talking about pipes a lot, and then we became like liking each other. So after COVID happened, and I ended up helping him here. So I didn't want to stay home, and he likes to come here, and then I said, you know what? Instead of sitting home, I'm gonna come and helping you. And during that time, I learned about cigars, I learned about pipe tobaccos and everything, and pretty much I just like trained myself how to make the cappuccinos, lattes, and coffees and everything. So that place, it was a good teacher for me. So that's how we met. And after that, it was 2018, we got married here.
Married here?
So, yes. It was the first wedding at the Owl Shop.
Wow.
We got married in here after we met like 3 months later. So here we go, we are married, and then I'm working with my husband, but of course,
yes.
professional way. So, yeah, I ended up managing the barista stuff. I'm helping him about the cigars. I'm like mixing the tobaccos, our pipe tobaccos in here. But yeah, here we are.
Absolutely. So you mentioned you were smoking pipes before you met him. How'd you get into the pipe tobacco yourself? Where did that all start?
So, okay, I'm originally from Turkey. Turkey has a lot of tobaccos. So my grandfather, he used to smoke pipes. And also my father used to smoke pipes. I always into pipe. In Turkey, we have a lot of beautiful Mercian pipes. So I ended up, I was like my 20s, 22, I start trying to pipe a little bit. But I didn't know how to smoke. Like it's a lot of procedure. You have to very be careful when you're smoking pipe. It's so like enjoyable. Also, you have to knowledge. It's very important. So I start trying, and then I said, you know what? This is perfect. It's better than cigarettes, better than everything, because there is no filter, nothing. It's just directly you can taste the flavor from tobacco. So that's why I start smoking pipe.
Absolutely.
Yep.
A lot of people that I hear when they're working in a shop or they want to open their own shop, they think of it as kind of like a retirement job. Oh, this might be easy, right? I get to hang around with my buddies and smoke cigars, and that's not the case at all.
No.
I like to hear, especially from couples, what is like work life and home life? How do you guys balance that? And I don't want to say rip each other's heads off, but how do you guys work together, live together, and balance all that out?
So I'm gonna tell you one thing. Since I met him, we never ever do anything separate. That's very interesting. But as a married couple, so we like doing stuff always together. So for ourselves, I'm thinking that we are very professional if we are doing our job. He knows what he's doing. I know what am I doing. So, and plus we have staff. So he said that this is his home. When you're working together, this is the second home for us. But when you go home, of course, we are just like talking about what we are doing today, what we should do better, or this and that, but not all the time. There is a very fine line.
Right.
So you have to be careful. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like turning in the nightmare or a good dream. So now I have been here almost 5.5 years. So we don't have any problem. We have a very good team.
Yep.
Everybody is working here like a team, like a family. So also our shifts are different. He is mostly working night shifts. I'm here during the day. So a couple shifts we are together at night and the day. So I think it's that we are doing the good balance.
Absolutely.
That's how it is.
Absolutely. What do you prefer, pipe tobacco or cigars?
Oof.
Even?
You know what? What do you feel? It's kind of like, oh, how I feel today. Do you want my cigar or do you want my pipe? Pipe, it takes time. So, especially for me, I don't know. It's just like more relaxing. You know, like Sunday afternoon. You know, you're just like sitting in your porch or whatever you're sitting. You're gonna light it up your pipe, have a glass of wine, or you can have your rye, even it's winter. So that's depending on how you feel. Or if you want to quick, okay, I'm up in the off day, Sunday morning, Saturday afternoon, I want to light it up, very good cigar, Italian or Foundation or another cigars like Plasencia, whatever, like mild, medium, during, I think it's depending on how you feel. But I think my favorite is like pipe.
Absolutely. So, I've been doing these style of interviews for a year and a half, and I hear more and more there are a lot of women coming into the cigar industry.
Yes.
What do you think attributes to that? Why are so many more women attracted to cigars and the cigar lounge lifestyle?
I think they feel like smoking cigars, it's very sexy. They're thinking that also they want to try. We have a lot of customers in here, mostly female. So they like sweet cigars. So some of them wants to try mild cigars, like nut flavored, but you will be very surprised. A lot of females trying like very full body cigars, and they will like it because they come to you, they are asking, hey, I saw you're a cigar smoker. So I am the beginner. What are you gonna give it to me? Like, what do you think? And then I start with do you want sweet or not sweet? So when you start a conversation like that, they are just like coming more curious. Oh, okay, if you're smoking cigar as a female, I can do that. That's why they just like coming again. They're smoking cigars. Next day, oh, I like that cigar. You gave me that cigar the other day. I really like it. I saved the band. Can I just tell me another cigar? And then they start like that. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So I think they like it.
Absolutely.
So they like to try like something different, you know, like, and most of them, they don't smoke at all. Not cigarettes, nothing. Just like okay, I'm here to try the cigars. Okay, here we go.
Absolutely. With that being said, what does your palate call for? What do you like to smoke?
I like, I like full body cigars.
Okay.
But my size is, I like a Lancero, long stale. I can do sometimes like a Corona, but I do prefer Lancero.
Lancero.
I think it's for me that like skinny cigars, like I can taste flavor better. Also, if I'm gonna cut like the V cut, also better. But I don't know. I think it's my taste.
Absolutely. Well, you've been in the industry enough time now. Enough. If you're in here
Okay.
every day, you have more knowledge than the average person, right? Where do you see the cigar industry going in the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, I think that industry is a lot of passion, a lot of history on it. So people are getting into the cigar, I think every day more and more and more. So there is a lot of events out there. People are opening restaurants, people are opening places, or they are doing weddings. People are coming here, hey guys, we were thinking that can we have you in my wedding, or can I have you in my birthday party, 50th birthday party, just selling cigars. So they are coming with that ideas. Oh, cigars, there you go. It's just like popular. And I was in this business, in the cigar business, it's just like 5.5 years. Instead of like, I mean, smoking the cigars.
Right.
But as a business, 5.5 years. But when I see every single year, we are doing events, especially summers. We are going to beer events, other events, like people are get into it, and then it's going like more and more and more. And then it's a lot of companies, like they are trying something different stuff. So that's endless.
Yes.
That's endless.
It's motivational too. It keeps you guys going as well. It keeps things interesting.
Absolutely. And then we are trying like different cigars. If we can do like, you know, like if we have places to put. So we are trying a lot of different cigars too.
Absolutely. As far as the Owl Shop is concerned, what are your hopes for as you guys move on in the future? Is there anything you want to do in the shop, outside the shop? Anything you see?
But we are still here. My plan is I'm going to retire here.
Okay.
So I'm not going anywhere. It's this place is here. So I'm going to stay here.
Absolutely. Well, I like to end every interview with the same question. That question is, what does a cigar mean to you?
Oh my God, it's passion. It's just, okay, cigar is, it's passion. And cigar is part of me. It's put it together with me and my husband forever, because I got married with him very late. So I think it was the reason that place is here. I'm smoking my pipe and cigar. I find this place in here, and then I met my husband. That mostly for me.
Absolutely. That's incredible. I love it. Well,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you guys' time, and thank you for
Thank
opening.
you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay. Merhabalar. Adım Aygen Richards. Burada barista supervisor'ıyım. Cigar TV'yi seyrediyorsunuz.
Slow down and savor the moment. The newest lifestyle app is finally here. We bring the art of it all to your screen. From lounges to master blenders, we feature it all. Find the app in the Roku streaming store and start watching today.